Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time for another episode of Viewport Relay, a bi-weekly podcast where the Viewport team looks at the latest news in the gaming industry. As always, I'm your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan Jong.
Hello.
And Alex Nestor.
Hey.
Alright, pop quiz, guys. What is 8 times 11?
88.
Got it! Here's another pop quiz. How fast did Marty McFly need to drive in Back to the Future?
Movie question.
In kilometers per hour or miles per hour?
In miles per hour.
Meters per second?
No. Miles per hour, please.
88?
There we go. What episode is it today?
89?
Oh. It's actually episode
so
96. It's episode 96 today.
Oh.
We're actually a movie trivia podcast.
I could talk about movies for an hour if you want me to.
I know you. Okay. All right, Tristan. Go spin off your own thing. It'll be called Viewport Cinema.
Viewport Reels.
Reels. There we go. Sounds like wheels almost, but...
I watched The Kingsman.
The new one?
The new one. I won't make this long, and it sucked. I'll just end it there.
that wasn't very long. That was very short.
Yeah.
It actually took you longer to say this won't take long than actually just saying what you thought of it. Did it have Channing Tatum in it?
No.
Oh, there you go. That's why it sucked. All right. It's episode 88. We are in the midst of
a pandemic?
Well, that's been since like episode 50 something, probably, maybe. But we're in the midst of February. We are 3 days recording this, 3 days before a certain, or 2 days, before. You want to say it with me, everyone?
Say the first word so we can sync it up.
Yeah, we need to try and sync this.
Oh, Elden Ring.
Okay, well,
all right,
whatever.
We'll have to work on that. We got 3 days.
Yeah. Anyways, it's 2 days. It's coming. I'm scared. Hold on to your butts.
I can't wait for the internet to explode.
Can't wait for the next most anticipated game. I've been waiting for this to be over, you know?
Yeah, what is going to follow Elden Ring?
GTA 6? Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Ooh.
Lord of the Rings Golem?
Okay. I think it's going to be Breath of the Wild 2. It's going to be everyone's
probably,
next.
Honestly. Yeah.
I mean, unless it comes out before the next Game Awards, right? In which... If we're in that case, like, some other game has to win that category, right?
Isn't most anticipated game?
Yeah, isn't it coming out this holiday season?
Probably.
Supposed to.
But, I don't know. Remember Smash Bros. Came out on the day of the Game Awards? That was funny. And then it wasn't eligible, right? That's right, yeah. It was eligible the next year. It won Best Fighting Game. Anywho, we're going to start the episode like we start every episode since, like, 30 episodes ago. That's what we've been playing. What have you guys been playing?
Should I jump in? I think I went last time, so I'll go first this time.
Hit us with some games.
So the new set for Teamfight Tactics came out. Set 6.5. Sets are basically seasons in TFT.
What's a 0.5?
It's a mid-season update where they decide to update all the champions and add in new mechanics. So it's basically a new season.
Why isn't that just 7?
Okay, whatever. I don't know. I'm not Riot. So that came out. I already hit Gold 1 in the first weekend. So I'm gonna try to get to Plat or Diamond this season because I have 3 months left. But that's been fun. I've been playing that. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I've also been playing some Lost Ark.
Oh, I saw on Steam.
Yeah,
I saw my friends.
I've been spying achievements.
There's 2 of them in here.
TLDR, I'll let Alex jump into it more because he's now the bigger MMO person. 1, I thought it was boring as hell.
Agreed.
And 2, it made me miss Final Fantasy. I was like,
keep playing. I want you to keep playing now.
I was like, if I'm going to be spending time here, I might as well just be playing Final Fantasy XIV.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree with you. I've tried multiple times to play it, and I can only do a couple hours, and then I'm just bored out of my mind. Like, I don't know how they made an action RPG so boring. I've heard from people in our free company that it gets fun at like level 50, which is too much for me.
Mm-hmm. But that's
I just can't do it.
See, I hear people say that, and it just brings me back to Final Fantasy, though. And it's like, how did we suffer through like level 1 to 50 in Final Fantasy, where you just press 1, 2, 3 like the entire time?
Yeah, I guess that's true, but at least like there's the option of listening to a story. Like, you can listen to the story in Lost Ark, but it's not worth listening to. At least IMO. I
hear the VAs are pretty bad.
Oh, it's something in English.
It's ARR VAs. It's ARR. It's exactly ARR.
It's wild. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, when I play an ARPG, really all I'm looking for is just a bunch of enemies on screen. I get to just do a bunch of big attacks, and I'm happy, but this game doesn't seem to really have big packs. Maybe it does later on when you're high level, but when it just introduces you into it, and it's like nothing, it's just boring. It's just like running through a zone. I don't know why that's even there. It feels like Black Desert Online, but even less fun.
Here are my like top complaints about this game. One, exactly like Alex said, like if you just do the main quest, right, to get to level 50, because that's where all the fun stuff is, it is literally just putting you on a line to the next zone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how the quests work, and it's so boring.
It doesn't feel like there's any point for there to be zones other than just to waste your time to move through them.
Mm-hmm.
Because like there's not even enemies to really attack, or there's no point to attack them. So you just.
But Alex, you gotta kill the 3 monster boars, right?
Oh, true. To get my extra EXP.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And then the second is you get your skills so slowly. I'm playing the class with the multiple guns, as you would expect.
Yeah, makes sense.
What Deathfire? I forget what they're called.
That's like Gunslinger or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you play guy or girl?
Guy.
Okay.
And then I realized the girl is the better one when I was looking at some videos afterwards. But that aside, like, I like using the shotgun, but you get the shotgun skill so slowly in that game. You need to level up like 10 times every time you get a new skill, that it just turns into mashing the same button over and over again. That's no fun.
Well, it's because there's only... Oh, I don't know much. I just look at people's hotbars. It's the only thing I know about the game. There's like 10 skills, right, that you have at a time?
Yes, you can equip 10 skills, and you unlock probably about 20 by the end of it, I'd say.
Like 20 in total?
Yes.
Or 20 on top of your 10?
20 in total.
Okay.
And the last thing, maybe I'm just like... Maybe your first MMO is always the best MMO, because you spend so much time into it, but like... I feel like Lost Ark introduces 50 mechanics not related to the combat. Like currencies and I think they call it like rapport level or whatever. And then there's like your character level, but your account level as well. Like there's so many different things that I don't really care about, and they just keep telling you to do things. It's like not fun.
Yeah,
I've heard like the
really
currency system and the upgrade system is also really non-intuitive. Like, you gotta watch YouTube videos, which I guess is like a lot of MMOs, but...
Yeah, it's definitely very... I would say very stereotypical, I guess, of Korean MMOs. Like, a lot of the mechanics, like life skills and stuff that are all thrown into, like, side content of this game, where you're, like, smooching with NPCs and stuff to raise their affection level and stuff. Yeah, it's just...
Oh yeah, I heard there's dating sim.
There is, yeah. You gotta build your confidence, build your intelligence, whatever else they put in there. Like, I don't know. It's like there's always these weird life skill stuff in a lot of Korean MMOs, and they just throw them in there. And I don't know.
Because we don't know how to do them in real life.
I guess so. Yeah. So you live your life through the MMO, but it's just not very compelling to me. It's not what I'm looking for when I'm playing a game. Especially in ARPG, like I said, I just want to kill mobs of enemies. That's really all I'm there for. And if it doesn't have that and loot, then I'm just bored out of my mind.
It's got even better than loot. It's got loot plus Korean MMO upgrade system, where the percent drops to like 0.5% at the highest.
Yep. It's all good stuff. All the quintessentials.
Are you just like, I'd rather play PoE?
Yeah, I would absolutely play PoE over that game.
Yeah, I also agree. I would rather just play PoE as well. But anyways, I agree with Alex. I can't play that game for more than like an hour or two at a time. I'm like so bored out of my mind.
Are you still working your way through, or have you both?
No, I just
dropped.
quit.
I've also quit. Yeah, I couldn't do it. There's way too much time commitment to possibly get to somewhere where it could be fun.
Or you got to drop the dough.
Mm-hmm.
Get that.
Just skip all the content. Yeah,
true.
Get to the end game.
All right, Tristan. Anything else?
I mean the huge off to the side. I haven't played League of Legends that much. There's a whole incident which I won't go into here. But no. I've been playing Unite, Mario Party, Super Smash, the usual multiplayer Switch games. But yeah, the main two are Lost Ark and TFT.
Yeah,
TFT.
Alrighty, Alex, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. So I'll touch on the one I guess Albert and I were long awaiting. It was, of course, Total Warhammer 3. I've been pouring so many hours into that game, just trying out the different factions and stuff. I think I tried Kislev, and I actually really like them. They work pretty well with me. I started with the Ice Queen at first, the Katarina, I believe her name is. But it was alright. It was a little easy, though. So I was like, you know what? I'll pick the other Lord, Kastalton, which is basically like that universe's Rasputin. And he just gets screwed from all sides from every point in the game. So, but he's super powerful, cannot die, just like Rasputin. So that's fun, honestly. I guess my one critique is this is my first time jumping into like the base game of a Total War Warhammer. So right now the unit rosters, I don't know if it's just me, but they feel pretty light in terms of how many units there are for each faction. But that's
I went to like a custom battle and I was like looking at the rosters and I was like, man, I've really been spoiled by like 4 years of Warhammer 2 DLC where every faction has like 6 legendary lords.
How many units the DLCs add until you play a base game. And then you're like, oh, it's pretty light. And yeah, so a few of the Demon Lords don't feel that good IMO to play right now. Like, Khorne was a bit of a letdown for me.
Did you play him in campaign, or did you just play him in a custom battle?
Yeah.
I've heard his campaign is ridiculously fun. I've heard you just get, like, free stacks of armies and you just go ham.
It's super OP mechanics, campaign-wise, but the army just, I don't know. It's not actually as fun to play as I was hoping. But I think with some extra units and stuff, they could definitely make it really fun. Don't really have many complaints about it. I'm just really awaiting for the, new Mortal Empires campaign to come out, because I really want to play Empire or Bretonnia, probably. It's a lot like...
Not even a new one. You're going to play an old...
I know. I'm thinking about the old ones. Like, I don't know. I just always loved Empire. But, yeah, Bretonnia seems like it could be a lot more fun now that they have the Ogre Kingdoms and stuff to be additional adversaries for you to fight early game. So I felt that was kind of like always a weak point of Bretonnia, is they kind of start all next to each other. So it's hard to get like a good war going for a while. Sure. So I think it could be fun with all the new factions kind of put around them. And then, yeah, just do a like massive Kislev campaign at some point, because they're super fun. I love the like Streltsy and stuff with the gun.
Those are like their best unit.
Yeah, gun like great axes. They're so good. It's like handgunners that grew up. They got bullied, so they just decided to have melee too.
They grew beards. Mm-hmm. That's what you actually just need in life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the war sleds are actually super good compared to the Empire war wagons. But
okay, then the war wagons are
yeah, they are.
You're talking about a polar bear pulling a thing versus like a little horse.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, overall, I do like the. I don't know how you feel about it, but the kind of Vortex campaign of this game, where you're trying to get the Urson from the Prince of Darkness or whatever. I can't remember what the story is exactly, but yeah, you're trying to free this bear for your own gain, for your faction.
The bear god.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he's in chaos, but
yeah,
whatever.
They say in the intro, it's like the Ungol Prince or something. He gets corrupted by chaos and he like shoots Urson or something.
Well, and that's what sends him there? I thought he was already there. No, that's right. He did get sent there.
He got wounded and then he got sent there. Yeah.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah. But, so it's like constant conflict. Like, I think they did a good job of making it just like constantly put you in battles and stuff. So it's really fast-paced mode compared to sometimes in Mortal Empires where you might just be sitting there for turns on end. I think it gives a lot of incentive to do a lot of smart movement and attack stuff often. So that's good.
I've just been playing as Grand Cathay. I'm only 45 turns into my campaign. I'm playing on very hard, so I got to be like pretty methodical in the battles. I have to fight a lot of battles.
Yep.
But Grand Cathay is like pretty fun. I like their mechanics. I love the environments in that area. They look really well made.
Yeah, they redid what the overworld map looks like, more stylized, and it does look a lot better.
And they're all so unique. Like, no settlement is like the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of the like reworks in terms of like settlement design and settlement battles even are a lot better than what they were in Warhammer 2. So yeah, they did a lot of improvements to the overall game experience.
Yeah, I think they need to adjust a few things. Everyone's complained about the freaking arrow towers when you're attacking and the defender just setting up those towers.
Oh, yeah.
It took me like 5 or 6 siege battles to realize you didn't need siege equipment to kill them and you could just shoot them with archers.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like a revelation. But then I found out they just come back after 2 minutes. I think they need to increase the time to like 3 minutes. Because everyone's saying it's literally like, and I don't know if they did this on purpose because old siege battles, you could just cheese the AI with range units, right?
Yes.
Like, they would just shoot over the wall. So, like, okay, we're going to put towers up. So, you know, if you're going to sit outside and camp, then you're going to take a bunch of damage. But I think it's, even if you're playing legitimately, like, with, like, a normal composition army, like, the arrow towers just pop up so fast, and the 2-minute timer, it's like every siege battle, there's no thinking. It's just, you just gotta, like, bum rush from as many directions, which is, like, not tactical at all, and, like, doesn't suit. It's that weird disconnect almost where it's like an army that's good in the overworld is like not as good in a siege battle. So it's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's like a weird balance right now where you almost don't want a walled settlement. It's almost better to not have walls.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a lot of ways. And yeah, overall, I think like some unit balancing issues are definitely there. Like, I don't know how you feel, but Cav feels really weak right now.
Yeah.
Or at least
I agree.
The ones that are available to the Warhammer 3 races. I don't know. Maybe the old ones still work just fine. But yeah, they feel a bit undertuned in terms of...
The AI is also a little wonky. Like, they'll just like stop attacking things randomly. Like, I don't know why. Like, you'll like tell your general to fight their general, and then you'll zoom in and they're just like both standing there doing nothing. And it's like, what? But other than that, I think it's a really smooth launch. It's really good. Obviously, I think people are trying to disconnect from like Warhammer 2 with all the DLC back to a plain Warhammer 3 game. And there's, it feels like there's a lack of stuff, but in reality, it's just like, no, it's like, you know, it's like if you're comparing GTA 5 with all the DLC to like GTA 4, you'd be like, wow, GTA 4 has nothing. But other than that, I hope they improve the performance a little bit. It does like rip through right now everyone's PCs. There's people with like 3090 saying they can't even get like 60 FPS on 4K monitors or things like that. So I've heard, I don't know how much of it's true, but people are saying some of the CPU causes might be because it's running Denuvo right now. And we've all heard the stories of like people, you know, after like a month, the publishers get rid of Denuvo and the performance goes up like 10 or 20%. So who knows? I don't know. I think it's really good though. Unfortunately, you know, there's some games coming out shortly here, so it'll be like my on and off game.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's kind of how Warhammer always has been for me, is a good on and off game. So yeah, once I stop no-lifing it as much, in the coming weeks. At least I'll still have it around. I'll be able to.
I'm literally like, I'll hop on, I'll play like 5 or 6 turns, and then I'll hop off and I'll play Final Fantasy for an hour, and then I'll hop back on and play like 5 or 6 more turns. I'm just weird that way. Anywho, anything else?
Yeah, I've been attempting to make progress in a little game called Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh my god!
You know, the big patch came out.
1.5. Wait. Can we hold? We're gonna talk.
Oh yeah, okay.
We're gonna talk about
we
that
can
later.
hold on.
Yeah, we'll hold on later. On that one.
Yeah, but yeah, I've been jumping at it, attempting.
Did you wake up, Samurai?
I actually haven't yet. I'm still in the prologue.
Oh my god! All right. Anything else other than Cyberpunk?
No, I believe those are the 2 big ones I was playing. Yeah. Other than, the usual 14.
Yeah, I got 14. I played more Rogue Tower. I'm getting better at it. That's about it. Pretty chill. It's about to get pretty bad with all these games coming out, but
yeah, there's some big hits.
I really wanted to play Horizon Forbidden West, but I just knew with Elden Ring and Warhammer coming out in like literally like 6 days from each other, like I wouldn't have time to finish that game. So
yeah, that would be. I would rather play Elden Ring than Horizon myself too.
Alrighty. Speaking of Horizon, let's jump into the news. This is a short one, but I brought it in mainly because it's been a big discussion the last year, but there are the game director, which, I hope you can trust, but you never know, right? They said that essentially the game got delayed because they wanted to avoid crunch. And I bring this up as an important one because this is 2 times now that we've heard a Sony game studio, PlayStation game studio, what is it called?
Sony studio? PlayStation? I think it's PlayStation Studios.
PlayStation Studio. Saying that they've pushed back a game or didn't rush a game or whatever you want to call it, and they avoided crunch. The first time being for Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Insomniac said the same thing, saying this game was made with 0 crunch. I
think what's their name? Apex Legends people.
Respawn?
Respawn. They did it too after for the releases, not for the launch.
Like, you mean their content updates or something?
Yeah.
That's good?
Yeah, they did.
So it sounds like, at least at some of these more prominent studios, the rallying cry was heard, right? From like 2 years ago, was it even last year? That, good on the game studios for like not, or at least like the developers for standing up and like trying to change the culture in which these games are made. I don't know, has there been any other negative ones that we've heard of recently that I forgot?
I mean, aside from Activision Blizzard just crumbling under its own toxicity, I don't think we've actually heard about crunch in a while.
Yeah, it's been kind of the not main topic of discussion for the past year because, like you mentioned, other things.
Hey, breaking
going
news,
on.
by the way. You brought up Activision Blizzard. There's a report coming from Bloomberg that next year there will not be a Call of Duty game released for the first time since 2005.
I actually had that lined up because I saw it earlier today as well because it was like 3 hours ago.
Yeah. Thanks, Jason.
Interesting.
Thanks, Jason? Or thanks, Phil?
Oh, I thought it was Jason Schreier who broke the news.
Yeah, wouldn't it be Jason Schreier if it's Bloomberg?
Oh, no, I was thinking like Phil Spencer.
Thanks, Phil.
You're just doing your daily thanking of Phil.
Yeah. You wake up in the morning, you pray to Phil Spencer.
So yeah, good news. That's just a short one. I don't know if that's really news. That's just good news.
Yeah, it's just the Dutch flexing on us about their European work schedule.
Wait, but Sony Santa Monica... No, not Sony Santa Monica. Insomniac. They're a US studio, right?
Yeah, they are.
There we go.
Maybe Kojima can learn a thing or two.
Has anyone spoken up about the working conditions at Kojima Productions? I don't think we've heard anything.
I don't think I've heard much from them.
I don't think we've heard much from Japanese studios in general.
Yeah, it's usually pretty quiet, at least in Western media. I don't know if they talk about it at all in the Japanese media spaces. But yeah, really, they kept all the focus is all on Kojima. They don't really talk about the rest of the studio.
Kojima himself has tweeted something a couple years ago where he mentions that his studio is in crunch time. So
still in crunch time of dev. Okay.
No, Rainbow.
Okay, well,
Rainbow. That makes it better.
Okay. I guess that answers that.
There we go. Randomly, while we're on the crunch time topic, Yoshi P for Final Fantasy XIV constantly brings up that his team does not crunch and that they work normal 40-hour weeks. Other than Yoshi P himself, who probably doesn't abide by that, do you believe it when he says that?
Overall, I typically don't, especially for Japanese studios, because the work culture is very different, where usually you don't go home until the boss does. So even working remotely, I could see them totally just staying on until their boss logs off for the night.
I also don't believe that, as in, maybe they don't say, hey, you have to do 80 hours a week.
Yeah, but the cultural expectations that you are, working to produce as much as you possibly can. And yeah, we're very well aware of how problematic a lot of the Japanese work-life balance is.
Do you think that Nintendo has bad work culture?
I think I've heard actually stories that they're pretty decent, but yeah, again, it's...
I think I've heard that too.
Mm-hmm. I think I've heard they're decent in comparison to a lot of competitors, is what I've heard. But yeah, it's all kind of hearsay, and I don't know how backed up it is.
All right. Well, now there's a mission for one of us. One of us has to infiltrate Nintendo.
We got to investigate all the Japanese game studios.
That's true. Where's that Jason Schreier tell-all? I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
He needs his sources. Scale. I'm gonna future Tristan cut this out so it doesn't, we don't give other people ideas.
The crunch scale. The crunch scale sounds like a...
We're gonna have to get it distinct enough so Nestle doesn't
yeah, exactly.
get involved. Are crunch bars even existing? I haven't seen them in stores
I feel like you could review fried chicken and then one of your things on the review scale is the crunch scale. Like how much crunch
yeah, totally. Yeah, there's definitely soggy fried chicken versus crispy fried chicken.
Like Maono fried chicken. That's a 10 out of 10 on the crunch scale.
I feel like if it's too crunchy, then it starts stabbing into the top of my
that
mouth,
is true.
and I don't like that.
That is true.
It's like a toasted sub. You can't go too crispy.
That is true. I like a toasty sub sometimes.
But what happens when the bread just starts cutting into your mouth?
Okay, that's me when I eat banh mi with really fresh baguette. The outside of the
banh mi is a huge offender, I feel. It's crunchy and hard.
It stabs you, bro.
Yeah.
It it's like the top of my mouth up.
Subs, I feel like if it's too crunchy, maybe it's because I eat Subway all the time. The crumbs just go everywhere. I don't like that either.
Oh, I like it.
It is messy.
I like it.
You just like crumbs all over yourself?
No, I eat the crumbs, man.
Oh, okay. You're just pick them all up on the floor, and you're just yum, yum, yum.
Okay, not on the floor. What are you? I eat it on a plate.
Okay.
Yeah, but you gotta bring this up to your mouth to. Mm-hmm. I mean, unless your mouth is over the plate while you're eating it.
I just eat the sandwich in one bite.
Okay.
Like a cartoon, you just
I call it mouthful mode,
Yeah.
Easy. All right.
What are we about? What podcast are we about?
We're talking about the crunch scale.
No more crunch. All right. Let's go to the next story. And this is where Alex can come back in. Cyberpunk 2077, patch 1.5, plus the next-gen update. It came out, right? Yeah, it came out.
It is out, yeah.
Let's spend 5 minutes here, or less, however long we'll spend, doing a little post-mortem on Cyberpunk 2077. We've been disconnected from it long enough. 15 months ago this game came out, by the way.
Wow.
So over a year ago.
Time flies.
Yeah, December 2020. Is that...
Yeah, we were saying it was our, pandemic Christmas gift or something. Okay.
Wow.
Cool,
Okay.
Cool joke.
Okay.
Okay, well, that one didn't fly.
Anyways, so my first question, which I guess doesn't apply to Alex, but it kind of makes it. It's, would you replay this game? I guess that was more for Tristan and I, because Alex hasn't played it. But we'll let Alex go first, talk about his experiences, and then Tristan and I can kind of listen in and feel like if anything's changed.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, before he goes on, to answer your question, I have thought about it.
Uh-huh. And?
That's it.
It didn't pan out.
Well, I didn't actually, act on it, so I want to hear what Alex says. But to answer your question of, like, do I want to go back and try it again? Yes, I have thought about it.
Wait, do I? I still have it installed. I never am going to uninstall this game.
You're already
Tristan,
ready
do you have
to
a playtime on your Cyberpunk?
It's that kind of time. We're just gonna compare numbers like that.
Mm-hmm.
26.8 hours. Is that too low?
That's pretty low.
I don't remember. Did you 100% the game, Albert?
I almost did, yeah.
Oh, that might have been, yeah. That might.
I have 67.9 hours in this game.
Oh.
So close.
Well, you know me. I skipped all the cutscenes.
Wow.
I only do the main storyline.
Wow, cutting out Keanu like that?
All right, anyways, let's let Alex talk about his 1.5 experience so far. Fresh playthrough.
So yeah, I've been...
Wait, what storyline did you pick?
Ooh.
I am a street kid.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I have not yet even gotten Johnny in my head yet, so that's how far I am. So it's hard to say if there's really a whole lot that has changed for the better or worse in terms of what I've experienced myself. Overall, I've been seeing some people replay it on streams, and it seems to be like a lot of the bugs and things are fixed. And they add some free like costumes and stuff, so you get that. And they also rebalanced a lot of the systems. Apparently they're a lot better than they used to be in terms of like weapon mods and like the hardware drives and things like that. The I can't remember what they call it, like cranial mods, things like those. But yeah, I decided to just kind of jump in because I saw the patch was out, so no. But it's running into the same like problem I have with a lot of open world type games, where they decide that it just needs to be a very on rails narrative at the start for like an hour or two, and I just, it's hard. I want to just get to the open world and start messing around. I don't want to listen to this story, so I get sidetracked and then I leave.
The story's actually not horrible.
Oh yeah. From what I've heard, it's actually pretty good. But it's just, I don't know. It's a critique I have a lot of. Like, because Dying Light 2 came out very recently. And that game has the same exact issue, where they just like throw you on this on-rails narrative for like the first hour and a half of the game. And they just introduce you to these characters they really want you to care about. And just kind of teach you things in a tutorial, just throwing tutorials in your face over and over again. I don't know, just rubs me wrong. I don't like it. Just let me in the open world. Kind of like Morrowind. Just, create my character, do a quick assignment of my major and minor skills, and then just throw me in Swamp Town and tell me to go that way and just let me go.
Skyrim did that really well too. Skyrim's just like, you save the village, you either gotta like help the warrior dude or help the rebels, and then it's just like do whatever you want now. Yeah,
I would say Elder Scrolls actually does handle it really well. Which oddly enough, Fallout generally doesn't handle it very well.
Oh, so that's
kind of paradoxical.
And maybe it's just because the newer Fallout games came after Skyrim. That let's hope Bethesda's not trending that way.
But yeah, I would say Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim all did a pretty good job of just throwing you to the open world pretty quick and letting you do whatever at that point. Whereas in Cyberpunk, I'm kind of on the rails of following around Jackie and doing stuff with him.
But Jackie's a cool guy.
He is,
especially
cool.
when it was bugged and he sticks the gun into his head.
I'm gonna assume they fixed that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, it runs really well now. Yeah, I don't seem to have the running issues, because I did try playing it briefly when it first came out, and I had a lot of graphical / just jittery issues when it was running. So now those seem to be gone. So that's good. Optimized. That's pretty interesting, I thought, that they just kind of dropped 1.5 mostly out of the blue. They didn't really, lead up to much announcement of it coming. Or at least I don't think they did. I didn't see anything about it.
I feel like they're like pulling a No Man's Sky here. They don't want to make a big fanfare. They just want to like slowly push out big updates. And then after like another year and they launch like their first big paid DLC, people are like, wait, this game is actually really good now.
Yeah, and I assume that's probably... Maybe that's what CD Projekt Red's strategy will be. Since their strategy before with like Witcher and stuff was to announce them way beforehand. Way before they were ever ready. And just say, hey, there's this game we got. It's coming out when it's done. And then, it turns out how it turns out. If you keep them waiting too long. So maybe they're just going to go with this strategy where they make sure they're really ready before they say something's coming. Which could be good. And I'm still excited to see what kind of featured support they have for Cyberpunk. I think it's a really cool city environment they build and things like that. So if they can expand upon it, I think that'd be really good. And probably meet what people thought it was going to be when it first came out.
If you get past the prologue, do the Delamain quest series.
Oh yeah, I've seen clips of that. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think if there's anything in the game, it's probably the side quests are one of the high points. So
yeah,
I just got to get there. And oh man, when I first got into a vehicle to drive, I don't know how to drive in this video game.
Is the handling still really bad on the really crappy vehicles where you turn and it's so slow?
It is pretty crappy in terms of that. But yeah, they did rebalance the driving system. So apparently it's not as bad as it used to be. Or at least maybe the higher end cars are probably handling better. But yeah, I was just drifting all over the place when I was driving the first vehicle. I couldn't stay in my lane.
When I played, I kind of did a Breath of the Wild playthrough almost, where I really didn't drive many places because I was trying to do all the side heists and things all over the streets. So I just ran everywhere a lot. All right, Tristan, is there anything else you want to put here?
No, maybe I'll free up some space to give it another try. I do agree with Alex. The one thing I'm not looking forward to is the hand holding at the beginning. I remember it took 5 hours for me to get to the title card.
I know if you rush there, you can get there really fast.
Yeah, it's just weird to me. I don't know why so many open world games decide to do that. Well, I do.
It's supposed to be a tutorial, right?
It's supposed to semi-tutorialize it and also establish the narrative to you and introduce characters that you really they want you to really care about.
It's your first ever open world.
And
never played
every game just needs to flash a bunch of tutorial screens on you every single time.
Lost Ark has it. Cyberpunk has it. Final Fantasy has it.
Dying Light 2 has it.
Breath of the Wild has it too.
Yeah, true. Even that one's not quite as bad though, because the plateau was actually a pretty well designed starting area. Kind of reminds me of the RuneScape starting area on Tutorial Island. Actually,
there you go.
The plateau. So maybe that's where they got inspiration.
I bet Eiji Onuma's a big RuneScape guy.
Oh yeah, that's probably what he does in his off hours. He just plays.
That's why the game's
maybe that's why Breath of the Wild 2 is not out. He's been playing old school RuneScape.
Oh my god. Alrighty. I'm trying to figure out how we want to do this. If we want to do this one, or let's cover the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, since we brought up Al Noma, let's talk about something he wasn't in at all.
Ouch. All right. So there was a Nintendo Direct. Was it the day after we recorded last episode?
Day after, yep.
Yeah, the day before release.
Exactly. We're just gonna run through it. If there's anything that interests you, shout out. Or don't. All right, this one was a bait. We have to talk about this one first. We hear the Fire Emblem theme. Everyone is pogging out. And then we see Fire Emblem Warriors.
And then people are still pogging out. But then they're like, oh man, this is on Switch though. And then they remember Hyrule Warriors 2.
Shout out.
Shout out?
Shout out.
You gonna get this game?
Of course. 100%.
I would get this game, but it's on the Switch and it's the flow went exactly like Alex just said. I was like, Pog, I like Three Houses. Alright. It's a Muso game. And it's like, oh wait, no, it's on Switch. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm getting it.
Can you handle the low FPS though?
I can handle it.
Okay.
Who are you gonna play?
The purple hair man.
It's incorrect.
Not Edelgard?
I didn't know there was a correct or incorrect.
That's incorrect. Also, is there a purple haired man?
Yeah, he's in the title card. I don't know. I never played Three Houses, so I don't know who these characters are. I know.
That guy looks like a character from Fate.
I think the house that I chose when I played Three Houses was the Golden Deer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, not Dimitri. It's the third guy. I forget his name.
Claude.
Yeah,
Claude.
It is Claude. Yeah. Three Hopes. What a game.
Yo, Claude's so slick. Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty handsome.
He's
a husbando.
He's husbando. All right, he can get that title. All right, this next one. Let me just drop a little shout out, little chef's kiss right there. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp got delayed.
Oh.
What? What were you going to say?
I was going to say finally coming out.
Finally coming out. It got delayed, but honestly, it looks so good. There's like custom animations for the CO powers. There's voice acting. Ooh. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Although I don't know about the reset turn. That was like the whole... I guess it's just to make it less irritating, because if you mess up, like as a kid, you just reload your save, but that like takes time. So this is just like a quality of life thing, I guess. But yeah, this game's going to be amazing. All right. We brought it up earlier. Got to bring it up again. No Man's Sky coming out on Switch. No shout out. All right.
No shout out. At this point, I feel like I need to play this game because it's gotten so good. I'm like, how long do I wait, right? Like, do I wait until it's perfect, or do I jump in now? Because it seems like they're releasing updates all the time.
Sean Murray said there's no plans of stopping. So
yeah, that's what I heard.
Also, whenever I look for this game, it's always full price.
I mean, at this point, it's justified.
I think so, but I feel bad paying full price for a game that came out like 5 years ago.
Unless it's RimWorld. That game is worth the price.
That game's worth every dollar. All right, this next one. My Discord and Facebook chats were pogging like like I'd never seen before when this game got announced. Mario Strikers Battle League Football. Shout out? Mm-hmm. No?
I will. It looks really fun, honestly. I think it'll be a fun like multiplayer, just kind of shoot the shit game.
Tristan, we got a battle.
Oh, you and me football?
Yeah.
European football? I don't know if you want to go there.
I'm a farm it. This is a gear-based game, alright? I'm gonna get the best gear.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then, in that case, I was gonna say I have my FIFA training.
Or we could start our own football club, our own FC.
That's right, FC. Yeah, you can create a FC inside the game. I forgot that was a feature.
Yeah. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if I'll pick it up on launch. I like it, but like not like I need to buy this for $60 as soon as it comes out. Like this is like a game where, 6 months from then, it's the holidays, they run an eShop sale, it's like $20 off or something. That's when I pick this game up.
Yeah.
Other than that, I just wait for other friends to buy it that really like it, and then I just play with them on their copies.
True. The mooch, exactly. All right. Trista has to shout this one out.
Shout out.
He's legally obligated to shout out Splatoon 3 Salmon Run.
I'm being paid by Nintendo to talk about this.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys hear that so Splatoon 3, they talked about the new Salmon Run, or Salmon Run is back, which is like the co-op mode in Splatoon.
It's like the zombies mode.
Horde mode.
Horde mode, yeah. There is a QR code in the trailer that shows up for a second. And if you scan it, it displays the date of August 18th, 2022. So everyone is guessing that it's coming out August 18th.
I was going to ask, there was no release date.
Right around my birthday.
Interesting.
I was going to say there was no release date.
But now you know.
But now we know. Also, can we talk about the music in this trailer?
Yeah, it is going freestyle.
It was insane.
Making all kinds of bleeps and bloops.
I don't like Splatoon music.
Same.
I like a couple songs. I don't like all of them, but I like a couple. A couple of them are bangers, alright? Cat Jam.
I don't know if I don't like it just because I'm like contrarian and I just will myself to not like it, or if I don't like it legitimately.
I feel like a lot of people like the Splatoon music. I feel like it's something that a lot of people say. Or like,
one thing I will say is they seem to have added motion blur in this game, which is a little off-putting. But that's an aside. That's something a Splatoon enthusiast will pick up, but you know.
Little details like that.
Yeah.
A man who's analyzed it frame by frame would say that.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on. Front Mission First remake.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's cool to see Front Mission, but it's sad that it's just a remake.
I was very confused at this game.
I don't even know what Front Mission is.
I didn't know either.
Very old Square Enix mecha tactics game.
Not only that, no one's heard of this except for like real old school gamers. They have the audacity to be like, and we're remaking the sequel too. And it's like, what? Square Enix, man. What a company.
Hopefully it's good. Cause Square Enix is a bit hit or miss with their remakes, so.
True.
We'll see what they do.
Alright, Disney Speedstorm.
Yeah, after Chocobo Racer, you didn't think there was gonna be another one?
No, yeah, they got another one. Free to play too.
Everyone wants a piece of that Mario Kart pie.
I feel like the trailer footage they showed was not running on a Switch. It was like way too high quality.
Yeah, probably not. Or are you gonna play Captain Jack, or are you gonna be a Shrek main?
I'm playing Mickey Mouse. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna vanilla Mick.
I'm gonna play Mario in Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, not Goofy.
Oh, I want Donald. I'll play Donald.
Yo, Baymax.
How does it even work? That thing can't drive. It's a robot.
I guess.
Alright. What else we got? Star Wars Force Unleashed. That was a weird one. Comes out on 420.
Nice. But also, it looked a lot crustier than I remembered. But it has been a very, very long time since that game came out.
Alright. What is this one? The Gundam Battle Alliance game? With like the chibi Gundams?
Yeah,
I'm shrugging IRL.
There's a niche fan base for it, so it's cool. That's on a mobile system.
If Tristan didn't shout this one out, there would be no discussion on this.
I like building Gundams. I don't like playing Gundams.
So that's a legitimate response. All right, let's go. Chrono Cross, Radical Dreamers Edition, with like that weird side story game that only came out on some weird console included with it. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they kept all this is the crusty upscale. Yeah. I don't know. They did something weird to upscale the backgrounds. They do not look that good.
I don't know if I'm getting old, or it's been time, or it is time.
Time to what?
I'm not a fan of these older JRPGs now.
What about FF6?
Even FF6?
Oof.
I think the issue that I have is the random battles.
Well, guess what? You can turn them off.
You can turn them off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they announced it. You can turn off the random enemy encounters.
Oh, it's right there on the article. It's the second sentence out of 2 sentences.
Look at that. Tristan's in. He's in. They got
I'm
us.
in.
They got
Put me
him.
back in.
All right. Man, this was just a Tristan direct here. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Got to see mouthful mode. I didn't even know he couldn't eat things. I thought he could eat everything.
Yeah, apparently he can't eat everything. I've been
Kirby.
Yeah, I want a mouthful of this game because it actually looks super fun.
You're jinxing it right now. I'm already calling it.
I didn't say anything.
I'm
Tristan
excited,
Jung bite-size review, 7 out of 10. Calling it right now.
I'm a little horrified at mouthful mode, to be honest.
What? This is nothing new for Curb, right? He's always just put things in his mouth. Its mouth.
I think how it looks is a little nightmare-inducing.
On the color or in general?
The color. I mean, his color is the same. I mean, just like the full vor mode of Kirby.
Yeah, it's definitely inspired a lot of fan art. I can tell you that much on Twitter.
Oh, God. All I know is they're definitely taking a page out of the Odyssey book. They're just like, hey.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah.
This whole, like, take over another thing and become that thing, that's pretty cool. And they're like, all right, do it in Kirby.
I love Waddle Dee Town. I love this town building aspect. You know, a little bit of Animal Crossing, a little bit of, I guess, RPGs in general.
Mm-hmm. Who's the final villain in this game? I saw DDD, right? He showed up.
No, it's gonna be the little blue angel thing.
I don't know what that is.
There's a little companion character. It's like a blue angel thing that follows Kirby around. It's in one of the trailers. It's gonna be that thing for sure. It's gonna open its real mouth on top of its head, and 30 eyes are gonna come out. It's gonna be
classic. It's from space. Kirby's gotta kill everything from space.
Of course, yeah.
All right, moving on. MLB The Show 2022. It looks very crusty.
Oh, I'm surprised it came to the extra console. Crust. Mm-hmm.
How about Klonoa?
A game literally only I was able to recognize from this group, I think.
I did not recognize this game.
I actually played the original.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was on, what? Didn't it get released on something?
What, I feel like this is like some Dreamcast game or something.
No, it was a PS1, then
PS1.
A Wii, then a Vita.
What'd you play it on?
Oh, no, I played Starfy, not Klonoa. Never mind.
Not a real Klonoa fan.
Yeah.
Outed yourself.
Yeah, this game had a bit of like a cult fan base, so it'll satisfy like 5 people who will remember this game, and then, yeah.
Look how edgy he looks. Backwards cat. Mm-hmm. It's like Sonic.
That is true. Look at the collar on him. It's a big collar. He has Pac-Man on his hat.
Is he Namco?
It might be. I don't know. All right, moving on. Really weird one. Portal 1 and 2 coming to Switch. Only $20 too. Pretty good value.
Valve's got to make money somehow.
Why they have like a Steam Deck coming out in like 2 weeks? Why are they like, let's make a Switch game?
Yeah, but not everyone can afford a $500 piece of hardware.
It's like $300 for the cheapest model. Or $350 or something, right? I think. I don't know. Interesting port.
Mm-hmm. The cake is a lie.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, this one. All right, I gotta shout this one out. Never played it, but I've been sold. Live Alive.
I thought it was the J-pop idol group thing.
Live Alive? Oh, you thought it was Love Live Idols? I could see it.
Yeah.
Love Live. I can
understand why you'd confuse it. Yeah.
No, but Live Alive, never played it, but I've read up on it. Not like nothing spoiler about the stories or anything, but it gives me like Octopath vibes. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, the art style definitely looks like it.
Well, it's HD 2D, but like just like there's 6 different like people that you play. Did you ever see the movie? What was it? It was a Wachowski movie a couple of years ago with Tom Hanks.
Atlas something, right?
Yeah. Cloud Atlas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It reminds me of that. It's like 6 different people that are all connected in like different timelines from like the ancient times to like the future times. And you can kind of play through them in any order, and then I've heard once you beat them all, it unlocks like a 7th one or something.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, this one's a classic.
I want to try this one.
If you like JRPGs, yeah, you should definitely give this one a try, because this is a very highly regarded one.
Is it Live Alive or Live Alive?
The guy in the trailer said Live Alive.
I think it's supposed to be Live Alive.
Or is it Live Alive?
I don't know. I don't know. Those crazy Japanese. They love
Maybe
words.
it's Live Alive.
Live Alive like Kill.
Live Alive.
Live Alive. Any games that has their artwork to be like, slices of people's headshots, I'm into that.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Good stuff.
All right, let's keep moving on. We've got a new Wii Sports. This one came out of left field. Shout out to this one. Shout out.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
I've seen gameplay of people playing Chambara, the sword fighting one, and it looks really fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And of course, it's got the classics. Bowling. Just bowling, actually, is really the classic, yeah.
They didn't realize boxing was just people... Tennis?
Oh, yeah, they got in the original.
Badminton.
Yeah, they got badminton this time. So you get to hit the shuttlecock around.
I heard...
I'm all in on bowling.
Are you really?
Did they bring back 100-pin bowling or whatever that thing was called?
Oh, I remember that one.
I'm all in.
They might. This one came out of nowhere, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one... Yeah, there was really no inkling of a suggestion this was coming, but it doesn't surprise me. Like, this was a hugely popular game on Wii back in the day. Not just because it was free, but it's literally anything anyone could play.
Literally, retirement homes, when they saw the announcement of this game, were like, guys, we're back in business. Mm-hmm. We've got Wii Sports.
Your grandmas and grandpas are celebrating.
You know how it's weird is I just realized everyone's going to call it like, oh, the new Wii Sports game. And it's like, wait, it's not a Wii, it's a Switch. That's why it's called Switch Sports. But
it doesn't roll off the tongue.
It doesn't.
Nintendo Switch Sports.
Even Switch Sports doesn't roll off. Even though it's an alliteration, it just doesn't roll off the tongue. Wii Sports. You can just say it so fast.
Okay, one thing I will note. I've been seeing this slow creep of Nintendo introducing online play into their games without the need of friend codes.
Are they going away?
Or Nintendo isn't as I don't know, living in the 1800s anymore. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
They're slowly learning.
Because Mario Party also doesn't have you can just matchmake with other people, right? God forbid you matchmake with random people on the internet. Clubhouse Games 51 also has random matchmaking. So I feel like Nintendo's loosening up a little bit.
That's true. That's a good call out, though, actually. Anything else about this? I know there's golf coming out or something. Maybe they'll add boxing. But, I kind of want baseball, to be honest. But...
Oh, one thing I want to note, there was a section of the soccer portion of the trailer where they had a person with, the Wiimote attached to their leg. Yeah. And it was making a kicking motion.
Yeah.
And there was a little disclaimer that said, motion not final. They're gonna change the kicking motion or something like that. Here, I put it for illustration purposes only. I don't know why you
play with that. I don't know why you play with that. It just makes no sense.
Motion may not be final, okay? They're gonna reinvent kicking.
Maybe they'll have you, strap it to, your calf instead of your thigh. I don't know. Who knows? Anywho, that's coming out pretty soon, actually, end of April. Next up, we had Taiko Drum game.
Oh, I'm so excited.
With, 1 billion DLC that they said you could buy.
It's a subscription service. It's like Just Dance.
Exactly.
I have their official Taiko physical drum that I bought for the first game that they released. I imported it from Japan. So I am down to buy this game and get the subscription service.
Look at that. They got him. Shout out. Triangle Strategy. Last demo. It's coming out next month. So just dropping one more thing. Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course, little extra trailer.
By the way, the Netflix show is out. I've been watching it. It's great.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it like a comedy? What is it?
It's like a children's show.
Oh, okay. Perfect for Tristan. Perfect. Yeah. Metroid Dread Mode update. I've heard that it's very difficult, actually.
Yeah. Turns out when you can only get hit once, it's kind of hard. But there's also a new Babby difficulty, too.
That's rookies. True. Rookie mode.
I think I tweeted out real quick saying Dread mode when I can't even beat it on normal mode or something like that.
Oh, no. Could you not? Or did you just not have the time?
I just didn't finish it. I don't know if it's the same as not being able to beat it on normal mode, but I definitely cannot play it on dread mode. I took a lot of hits. I died many times.
Okay. I mean, this is your chance to get better.
Mm-hmm. Improve yourself. And then do boss rush mode when it comes out.
That's true. Get really good. All right, this one was funny because everyone was like, oh, guys, the Earthbound creator retweeted the direct today. Something's gonna happen. It's gonna be Earthbound 3. It's gonna be Mother 3. Nope. You can now play the old games. That's it.
Got him.
Our
Reggie
jokes about Mother 3 can still exist.
Reggie, did he tweet about it? I hope he tweeted about it. I think he did. Okay, this next one, huge.
Huge.
Shout out. Mario Kart 9, no. Canceled. Throw it in the garbage. What about 3 more years of Mario Kart 8? How about that? Or 2 more years, sorry.
Yeah, about a year and a half or so, yeah.
Yeah, literally doubling the amount of courses in the game. 48 new courses over 6 little DLCs over the next 2 years of, like, old tracks from older games. Like remastered or remade, whatever you want to call it.
All in on Mario Kart 8. They're going in. Going ham.
They're going ham. By the time this finishes rolling out, I think it was like Mario Kart 8 will have almost like 9 or 10 years of support or something like that.
Move over League of Legends. Move over Dota 2.
GTA 5, get out of here. This is the real eternal game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they didn't even add new modes.
Nope.
Still a racing game.
Honestly, I'm fine with it. This game is so good that just having more courses is fine.
Yeah. I think typically with new Mario Karts, they typically try to come with some sort of new gimmick that it kind of runs off of, and maybe they still want to do a new gimmick right now. So why not just keep building on what they got, especially since it's like the best-selling game ever, so.
It'll be Mario Kart Quintuple Dash. Where you ride like an RV and you have 4 people in the RV at once.
Nice.
And you're like doing drive-by shootings and stuff.
Oh my, no.
Well, with Koopa shells.
What if one person drives and on the inside of the RV you have to play a mini game of Overcooked, but one person has to like take over the wheel and drive the car through traffic while you're going?
Oh man, you have to like shovel coal into the engine.
Exactly.
To keep it going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a food truck simulator. You gotta cook food on the inside too.
Cook, serve, delicious, but race karting.
Exactly. You have 2 teams of 4 battling against each other.
I was gonna mention, so this booster course pass is coming out as a DLC.
Yeah.
But it's also part of their
expansion
new
pass?
Switch Online, membership.
Mm-hmm.
And this might turn me over.
Same.
Yeah, this is a lot of content if you are a fan of Mario Kart.
Because you get the N64, you get the Animal Crossing, and now you get this, right?
Yeah.
Something
my
tells me...
My sister's been dying to play the Animal Crossing DLC, so...
Something tells me when Splatoon 3 comes out, they're also going to get content for the expansion pass. Alright, let's close this direct out, and possibly close this podcast out too. We're running out of time. Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Shrug.
I might play it. I need to see more.
It's interesting. It's almost like they're going more towards Xenoblade Chronicles 1 territory again.
Oh yeah, it's definitely that way. It's like we're using some of the old ones, like the Bionis and the Mechanis or whatever.
Because like Xenoblade Chronicles X, and especially 2, went heavy anime in a lot of respects, where this one seems to be dialing it back. This seems to be going more traditional in terms of like 1 territory, so maybe it could be okay. I don't know. People seem to like Xenoblade, so it looks like more of that.
Played 1, it was good for like 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours maybe even, and then I couldn't power through the end.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those JRPGs where it's kind of loses some steam towards the end.
Yeah. All right,
I know like nothing about 2 thinking about it, other than the waifus. That's all I know.
All I know is Pyramithra is really good in Smash Bros. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I've played none of them, so I think it's too late for me.
This could be your chance Tristan, they're all unrelated. You could be a Xenoblade Chronicles master. Or you could just play TFT.
Yeah, I'm gonna tweet it into existence or podcast it into existence. I'm gonna be Challenger level TFT. Just you watch.
Challenger level Xenoblade Chronicles 3-player.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to cover one more story?
I want to talk really quickly about I just want to comment on the Wii Store thing, the 3DS store.
Wii U, 3DS.
Yeah.
Shutting down March 2023, but you can't spend money in it starting in May this year.
I am just disappointed. You know, I've been, you know, being in these gaming preservation groups trying to get into it, and Nintendo pulls this off. There's been people on both sides of the fence, but here's my take. Don't tell Reggie. I have a bootlegged 3DS. I'm just gonna download all these games onto it.
Got him. Hey, if they're not gonna sell them anymore, how else are you gonna get them?
Yeah. Take that, Nintendo.
All right, guys. I'm calling Reggie right now. They're coming for Tristan. They're coming.
Oh, shit.
You saw that guy, that Bowser guy who got sent to jail like last week for 3 years, and Nintendo was like, "Thank you, Judge, for sending this man to jail. You're next."
Oh no, it's okay. My last name doesn't have anything to do with Nintendo, so it won't make.
That's true.
They won't do it.
It doesn't have enough press for the for the press to make a pun out of it in the headline.
No Bowser.
Yep.
No Bowser.
Yep.
I will be renaming to Tristan Kirby.
Oh,
yeah, he's pretty on brand.
All right.
And then, if you guys don't have any other comments, I also want to comment on Street Fighter 6 for a second.
Okay. Are you going to make fun of the logo too?
Yeah, the logo sucks. It reminds me of San Francisco Shocks.
It does. The Overwatch team.
Yeah,
that's what I thought of too.
Yeah.
You know the other meme that people are saying, right? They're like, "Did you know your SFF has 6 notifications on it?"
How did this happen? It's like...
Yeah, they went for a very generic logo design. And that's...
I think they're going to change it.
Guys, it's a hexagon, okay? Because it's the 6th entry, and a hexagon has 6 sides.
I think they're going to change it.
I hope they change it.
I mean, we just had a teaser, right? Who knows if that was the final, right? It could be an Octopath Traveler, name pending, and then it actually turns out to be it. Or maybe they'll do reverse Octo and actually change it.
Yeah, Project Triangle Strategy turns into Triangle Strategy. Street Fighter 6 turns into Fighter 6.
Street Fighter VI.
Hexagon Fighter.
Hexagon. Fighter. I love it. Let's do it.
Move over, UFC.
Oh, yeah. Octagon? No, thank you. Hexagon. Ryu was looking thick, though. That's all I could think about. Very sweaty.
Very sweaty, very meaty.
Yeah, he was super meaty.
They were saying all the Capcom character remakes or evolutions have gotten very thick. Like Chris Redfield has also gotten very thick.
Yeah, he's not like Resident Evil 5 huge, but yeah, he got thick in the latest one. He's definitely big. You're not RE8.
Yeah. I don't. Street Fighter 5 was like kind of meh, right?
Yes,
like 4 was huge.
Yeah, 5 was a bit divisively met when it came out. I think it got better over time, but it didn't quite live up to people's expectations ever. So yeah, they got a big plate to fill with this latest one. Which
is funny because Capcom is swinging like home runs in every other division but their fighting games department.
Right, yeah. So originally they had what was it even called? It was like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity or something like that, which really tanked. And then, Street Fighter 5 kind of followed it up and really didn't hit well either. So yeah, if they could redeem themselves with SF6, that would be really cool. And I really enjoy watching Street Fighter high level at like Evo and stuff.
Yeah, you know, like the 3 I brought up last time, like the 3-headed dragon meme, right? Where there's like the 2 fierce looking ones and the 1 dumb one. It's like Capcom, and then it's like there's Monster Hunter being a fierce dragon, Resident Evil being a fierce dragon, and then Street Fighter's like the dumb one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people were thinking the teaser might have been RE4 up to the countdown, but yeah, I'm not surprised it's at the Street Fighter based on just how long it's been since Street Fighter 5 came out.
True. Alrighty. That's it. I think. Is that it? That's it. Or do you have more? I'm so indecisive now.
What is going on?
Okay.
Do you guys want to say anything else? Sorry, I thought I was cutting someone off, so
I love video games.
Are you going to issue your challenge right now to be Challenger in TFT or whatever it is?
B3?
What's B3? Oh, no, you don't need to B3 it. This is a word of mouth.
Baby steps. I'll make it to Platinum first, and then, you know.
Okay.
Is it Challenger or Grandmaster?
Challenger's above Grandmaster.
Oh, okay.
Oh. All right, maybe Grandmaster first. Is there Master?
There is a Master.
Maybe Master first.
Yeah, there's also Diamond between Platinum and
okay, maybe
Master.
Diamond first.
Yeah. Let's start with Platinum, and then we'll move on to it.
There's a big climb.
Mm-hmm. All right, everyone, that wraps it up for episode 88 of Viewport Relay. Viewport Relay is available on Radio Public, iTunes, Google Music, Stitcher, Podbean, and all your favorite podcast directories. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to subscribe, review, and share it with your friends. We're also on social media as Viewport Gaming on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. But Tristan, why Viewport Gaming?
Well, Viewport Relay is part of Viewport Gaming, a website that provides a look into video games through reviews, features, and podcasts. You can find all Viewport content at viewportgaming.com.
Thank you, Tristan. As always, I've been your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan Jung.
Goodbye.
And Alex Nestor.
See you next time.